listening to the Spring Branch Sports Line. We are the voice of the Spring Branch athletic community. Join us as we cover athletes past, present, and future. Visit yourbranchnews.com for 24/7 coverage of the Spring Branch athletic community. Welcome to the Spring Branch Sports Line. I'm Greg Dowell Jr. here for your coverage of today's bi-district playoff matchup between the Westfield Mustangs and the Stratford Spartans. We're on the road at Cy Ranch High School to bring you coverage of this bi-district playoff matchup. Once again, I'm Greg Dowell Jr. for the Spring Branch Sports Line, the number one source for all things in the Spring Branch athletic community and athletes past, present, and future. It's pregame as we get ready for this tip-off, getting ready to take place at 7 p.m. Want to thank you for joining our coverage of today's action. Couldn't do it without our friends over at Tully and Memorial Road, Cryo, Texas. Visit them today for all your sports rehabilitation needs. 14520 at Memorial Drive. It's Cryo, Texas.
Memorial Drive at Tully Road. Open 7 days a week, offering whole body cryotherapy, sports recovery, and a wellness studio. Weekend warriors to high school athletes, marathon runners to professional athletes, all use this recovery system. Visit their website at cryotexas.com. That's CRYO Texas.com.
I want to remind fans you can't make it out to a game. You can always join the Spring Branch Sports Line 24/7 at yourbranchnews.com, the home for all Spring Branch sports and athletes past, present, and future. This is the bi-district playoff matchup between the Westfield Mustangs and the Stratford Spartans getting ready to take place. Currently, the team leaders and captains from both teams are in the middle of the court, speaking with each other. In addition to the officials, the Stratford Spartans are in their green-on-green uniforms, Westfield in the white-on-white jerseys. It should be a battle between these two teams. I spoke to Coach Price prior to tip-off, and he was excited for this matchup. He's been working with his crew. They're the district champs of District 16 6A. So the work for the Stratford Spartans will be cut out for them as they get ready for this matchup coming up in 3 minutes. But before we do, we want to bring you another sponsor listen from our friends from the 100 Club of Houston.
You know, people tell me all the time that they've seen the 100 Club decals on cars, but they don't know what it stands for. Let me tell you. It stands for the only organization that takes care of the dependents of peace officers and firefighters who have died in the line of duty. The 100 Club pays off mortgages, debts, and provides a college education for their kids, on average about $300,000 per tragedy. And it's only made possible by memberships and donations. Annual membership is just $100. So join today at the100club.org.
Remember, if you need help with your college recruiting needs, you need to contact my friend over at College Promoters USA. That's Tommy DeLong. You can reach him at 210-273-3238. That's 210-273-3238. Our friends over at collegepromotersusa.com will help you be invited, be evaluated, and be recruited. Need help with your video production of your highlight tape or assistance with the college exposure and you're not having the guidance you need? They're the one-stop shop that can assist with all of the things that will help you get to the next level. That's our friends over at College Promoters USA. You can reach Tommy DeLong at 210-273-3238 or collegepromotersusa.com. We're almost ready for the tip-off of this matchup between the Westfield Mustangs and the Stratford Spartans. Starting lineup for the Stratford Spartans, number 10, senior Justin Moore. Number 11, junior Daniel Cordeguera. Number 20, senior Marcellus Freeman. Number 23, D'Angelo Thomas, who's also a senior. And finally, the big man at 6'3", number 44, senior Anthony McClain. And for your district champs of 16-6A for the Westfield Mustangs, number 1, senior Darius McNeil. Number 2, senior Jace Febris. Number 3, junior Kobe Shorter. Number 20, sophomore Sam Martin. And the 4, 6'7", senior, number 23, DeMarcus Morris. When we come back, we'll have the tip-off of this matchup. You're listening to the Spring Branch Sports Line. We're not here just for the big games. We're here for all the games, bringing you coverage of the Spring Branch athletic community and athletes, past, present, and future. Once again, it's the bi-district playoff matchup between the Stratford Spartans and the Westfield Mustangs coming up on the Spring Branch Sports Line. Hey, sports fans, we want to take a second to thank our sponsor, Cryo Texas, located at 14520 Memorial Drive at Tully Road. Cryo Texas is open 7 days a week, and it's a one-stop shop for all your sports recovery needs, including whole body chirotherapy and a wellness studio in one building. This is for you weekend warriors to high school athletes, marathon runners, and even professional athletes. They're all using this system, and you should get on board and try it. And it only takes up to 3 minutes long to see results each session. Chiro Texas systems are used for accelerating recovery times between games and workouts, in addition to increasing blood flow, decreasing post-exercise and game soreness, and reducing inflammation, while at the same time boosting energy. Want to find out more? Visit their website at cryotexas.com. That's CRYO Texas.com. I'm Greg Dahl Jr., and I want you to visit my friends at 14520 Memorial Drive and Tully Road. That's Cryo, Texas. You're listening to the Spring Branch Sports Line. We are the voice of the Spring Branch athletic community. Join us as we cover athletes past, present, and future. Visit yourbranchnews.com for 24/7 coverage of the Spring Branch athletic community.
You know, people tell me all the time that they've seen the 100 Club decals on cars, but they don't know what it stands for. Let me tell you. It stands for the only organization that takes care of the dependents of peace officers and firefighters who have died in the line of duty. The 100 Club pays off mortgages, debts, and provides a college education for their kids, on average about $300,000 per tragedy. And it's only made possible by memberships and donations. Annual membership is just $100. So join today at the 100club.org.
Almost time for tip-off between the Stratford Spartans and the Westfield Mustangs here at Cy Ranch High School. I'm Greg Dahl Jr., bringing you coverage of today's bi-district playoff for the Spring Branch Sports Line. We'll be right back. Tip-off taking place in the middle of the court between Marcellus Freeman and number 23 for Westfield, DeMarcus Morris. Morris 6'7", Freeman 6'3". So the advantage height-wise goes to the Westfield Mustangs. And with that whistle, we're going to get the tip-off. Once again, Westfield in their white-on-white. Don't let the size fool you. Stratford able to win that tip. Marcellus Freeman going to get the ball into the hands of Justin Moore. Moore getting it to Cordeguer on the left side. Cordeguer keeping it outside the perimeter. Getting it from Freeman down to Moore. Moore gets an open look. No good. Rebounded by Westfield. DeMarcus Morris pushed up the court by Sam Martin. Shot taken by Jeff Febris. And the three-point basket is good for Febris. 3-0 starts the matchup. With 7:30 to go, 3-0 in favor of the Westfield Mustangs. I'm Greg Dahl Jr. for the Spring Branch Sports Line, bringing you coverage of today's matchup. It's bi-district playoff. coverage by the Spring Branch Sports Line. Ball in the hand of Dan Cordeguer. He runs the baseline, gets the floater, no good. Ball goes out of bounds. Going to be Westfield's ball. Last touch by Marcellus Freeman. Ball inbounded by the Westfield Mustangs. Corby Shorter. No, I apologize. That's going to be Sam Martin. Going to inbound the ball for Westfield. Westfield coming up the court, left to right on your radio dial. Ball in the hand on the inbound pass to Darius McNeil. He's bringing the ball up the court left to right. Guarded by Justin Moore. He's going to drive it in all the way. They're going to call him for a travel. First turnover for the Westfield Mustangs. Giving the ball back to the Stratford Spartans. Stratford bringing the ball up right to left in the hands of Daniel Cordeguer. He's going to get to the right side. Passes to his teammate Marcellus Freeman. Freeman to Thomas. Back to the top to Cordeguer off the screen. Trying to get it to Freeman. And they find a D'Angelo Thomas underneath the basket. Goes up for it. Does not get it to fall. Rebound by the Spartans. He gets his own rebound. Tries to go again. Doesn't get it. Once again, Anthony McLean's fighting for the rebound. And the Westfield Mustangs come down with it. Number 1, Darius McNeil bringing it down for Westfield. Shot is up. No good. That's number 2, Jess Freeber's basket does not fall. Score stays the same, 3-0 in favor of the Mustangs. Cordeguer takes a 15-foot shot. Wants a foul, doesn't get it. No good. Rebounded by Westfield. Westfield left to right, bringing up the court. Double team drawn on the guard, and it's going to be a backdoor pass and a bucket. Easy layup for number 23, DeMarcus Morris on the baseline. New score, 5-0 in favor of the Westfield Mustangs. Stratford Spartans yet to score a basket in this matchup yet. Currently ball in the hands of number 10, Justin Moore. He's at the top of the key. He's looking for help from his teammate. He's going to feed it down to Daniel Cordeguer at the baseline. Dribbles in, dribbles back out the perimeter. Marcellus Freeman takes that wide three-point basket for whatever reason, and it does not fall. Rebound, Westfield. Ball in the hands of number 1, Darius McNeil. He's guarded by Justin Moore. McNeil dribbles to his left off the screen. Has no one in front of him. Finally going to be covered off the screen of Morris. McNeil tries to get rid of it to his left on the wing. No, that's going to be shot up. Shot no good. Rebounded by the Spartans, 2-on-1. D'Angelo Thomas looking for a foul. He's going to get an offensive foul, pushing off, and the fans are going to get to their feet in support of that call by the official. That's going to be the first foul against these Stratford Spartans in this matchup, and that offensive foul against D'Angelo Thomas. That's going to give the ball back to the Westfield Mustangs. Bring the ball up the court left to right. That's going to be in the hands of Jess Freebris, the 6'6" guard. Made a basket already, a three-point basket to help out the cause. Current score 5-0 in favor of the Westfield Mustangs. Shot is up. No good from McNeil. Rebounded by the Mustangs. Getting out hustled. The Stratford Spartans are. You got to make a rebound or at least make an opportunity if you want to stay in this game. Spartans only down 5-0 currently. Ball's going to be kicked as it went out of bounds. Going to be Westfield ball. Westfield in the lead once again with 4:40 to go in the first quarter with 5-0. Both teams coming off a successful regular season, but in the playoffs, it's win or go home. This bi-district playoff matchup brought to you by the Spring Branch Sports Line. Shot is up, no good for Westfield. Rebounded by the Spartans, and here comes Daniel Cordeguer from right to left down the court. Finds D'Angelo Thomas. He goes up with it. Whistle's blown. Foul's going to be against Westfield. It's going to give the ball back to the Spartans. Marcellus Freeman going to bring it in underneath their basket. Ball's inbounded to Moore. Moore has a look, gets it back to Freeman. Shot is up, no good. Needs to follow through with it. Going to be rebounded, out dribbled right there. Great job by Sam Martin. That sophomore's looking impressive with the first string players for the basketball team for the Westfield Mustangs. The ball goes out of bounds. Officials are going to give it to the Stratford Spartans. Coach Mitch Hornsby not happy with that call from the official. He's letting them know. Spartans in fourth place in District 15 6A, and the Westfield Mustangs are in first place. And this bi-district matchup is going to be back and forth the entire night. Cordeguer getting a pass.